Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of East 10 Nordics running on PC. Adol and Karja work together to harvest the fruit from the tree. Ooh, there we go. These oranges look pretty good, huh? Might as well grab some more fruit while we're here. Before she kills us. Can't enjoy fruit when you're dead. I mean, I don't know that for sure. I think it's a pretty good guess, though. Crazy, they even have pears here. They're also firm and shiny. Might as well grab some more fruit while we're here.
Something's here.
Huh. You can smell the lemony goodness just standing next to this thing. That should make for a hefty harvest for now. Time to head back to Nana and the others.
Not this way.
Sure, it'll be fine. Not like running bad things before. Why do the trees get highlighted like that? Ooh, look at this massive haul. Guess we got a little carried away. We might not even be able to get it over to the ship without Dogi's help. I know it's a little late to ask, but are you sure it's okay for us to take so much? Of course, don't worry about us. Sample some for yourselves, and if it's to your taste, then come back for more. We can even make a trade next time, if that makes you feel less reluctant. Alright then, guess it's time for us to shove off. We'll swing by again for another visit if we get the chance. Please do, I'll be waiting. I'm actually starting to get the munchies already. Wouldn't hurt to eat just a couple, right? Who would have thought we'd sell ourselves right into the lap of luxury? Their generosity is much appreciated. Should be a boon to everyone's health, too. Fruits are extremely nutrient-dense, after all. Now I get what Gran was making such a big deal about. Damn straight. I'm planning to make some juice and dessert with them before they go bad. Oh, I can't wait. Everyone's practically thrilled to pieces. Guess all the picking that we had to do was paid off. I have to say, though, it's hard to believe one island could be so bountiful. If true, it's the discovery to end all discoveries. If we establish regular trade with them, it could really give us a boost in getting Karnak back on his feet. About that, when I really think about it, something doesn't feel quite right about all this. There's a lot of debris in these waters, sure, but the Sandras had no trouble pushing through it. And yet, that island's not on any of Balta Sea Force's charts. Doesn't that seem a bit off? Does the Sea Force really not know about it? At the very least, I've never heard of it. And the Balta Sea Force should already have the full layout of Obelia Gulf mapped out. When you put it that way, it definitely does give me some pause. On that note, there's something else that's been bugging me. When we were on that island, the only paths I could see were wild game trails. Really? That's kind of a weird thing to notice. Besides, it just means there's loads of beasts living there, no?
No.
But she also said there's a human settlement near the center, didn't she? And harvesting the fruit would mean having to make a round trip over and over again. Animal trucks aside, isn't it shady that they don't even have a single man-made pathway? Raph's got a point. And the whole story about having fruit grow all year round seems rather unusual. Speaking of the fruit, having heard everyone's thoughts, Adol began to have his thoughts about the island. Adam began to have his doubts about the island. With that in mind, he decided to try his druid monocle out on the fruit. Oh, good call. Give it a go. Let me give it a go too. Through the lens of mana, the truth became clear. That was no normal fruit. It was radiating the same undead energy as the Grieger. What's going on here? Whatever you do, don't eat the fruit. Huh? Something wrong with it? Yeah, the fruit's giving off Grieger energy. Huh? Are you saying these are Grieger? In the shape of a fruit? What? Now we have to worry about them in our food? Should we toss it all overboard? Let's just calm down for a moment, everyone. Adol, would you mind using your mana to inspect us? I'd like to know if our handling of the fruit has any adverse effects. It's just Gren. No. Adol informed that he didn't notice any physiological changes occurring amongst the group. Ooh, at least we can take some comfort in that. Yeah, I'm glad we found out before anyone took a bite. Oh. Wait a minute, Gren, did you... They just smelled so good and I was super hungry. So I snuck a few back before we came back on board. You what? Well, it's been nice knowing you. Rest in peace, Gren. Hey, I'm not even 1 foot in the grave yet. Holy fooling. Maybe our powers can heal you. Oh, great idea. Go for it. Either way, it'd be best to look into these fruits and fast. We better have a talk with that Nana lady again, too. Adol and Karja attempt to treat Gren using their mana powers. After that, they landed back on Fooling Island. Okay, we made it back. Whoa, the place is swarming with Grieger. And Nana acted like she had no idea what they even were. What's the big idea here? We should start by finding Nana. Aye to that. She told us not to go near the settlement, so obviously we gotta go look for it. But before that, I just had an idea. Any chance we might be able to see something through the druid monocle here? Holy, the Grieger vibe's coming off every damn one of these fruit trees. This island's creepier than meets the eye. We better brace ourselves, Adol.
It should be a good spot to rest.
Switch! Hup! Something's here. Huh? Hup!
Here goes!
Switch!
There you are. We've been looking for you. Oh, it's you. What's the matter this time? I already told you not to come any further into the island or the settlement might give you trouble. Sure, except we haven't seen a settlement anywhere around here. So what's really going on? Climbing up on us, huh? Something's definitely fishy about all this. The fruit on this island is abnormal. Abnormal? I suppose kids these days don't care for the flavor. But why would you ask me such a thing? We're mana wielders, so we can see it, and it's not just the fruit either. There's Grieger energy all over the island. Ah, is that so? Then you're the mana users I've heard so much about. And since you can see this island for what it is, there's no need for me to play at being a human anymore. What do you mean? I told you before, this place is called Fooling Island. You're the Trident created it long ago to be an undying orchard, one that would be bountiful for all eternity. Humans, blinded by their own greed, would then try to exploit it for more than they needed. The idea was to use that greed to serve our own ends. As to whoever eats the fruit from this island eventually becomes a deathless Grieger themselves. Just like my cute pet, Miming here. What in that? Turn any humans that arrive on this island into Grieger. That's the order the Trident gave. Miming and I ended up here because of a shipwreck. He started off as only a pup, but then he kept eating one fruit after another, and now look at him. I'm sure it won't be too long before you start to change too. Blood and thunder. Euro again? Oh, sticking thorns in our sides. Your circumstances don't matter to me. All I'm concerned with is following the Trident's orders. And now that you've exposed the island's secret, your fate is sealed. Let's do this, Adol. Whew, that wasn't too tough. Are you alright, Miming? His wounds won't heal. So it's true. Mana users really can defeat the undead. We'd like to talk this out if possible. Yeah, no point in finishing you off before we get our answers. Of course, we can change that if you're still keen on duking it out. Fine, I surrender. But not out of any desperation to live, mind you. I just hate to say goodbye to Miming like this, that is all. And maybe you'll be willing to spill the beans. How's this different from Puppet Grieger? Not a clue. Yours is the only one who would know that. I hardly even understand my own situation. Either way, if you have the power of mana, the effects of the fruit will wear off. Or so I think. I'm not part of the Trident, so I can't speak with any authority on the matter. Our power shouldn't have been able to cure it, but I guess we can't relax completely yet. Let's put it like this, then. Is there any way to completely prevent someone who ate the fruit from becoming a Grieger? I honestly couldn't say. However, there are two others on the island who may have some ideas. Gunyoli and Neri. So, there are other islanders besides you. I thought that settlement story was just a lie. It was, but you would have found it unusual if a person who clearly resides here told you there wasn't one, no? We're neither human nor Grieger. Our existence lies somewhere in between. Miming and I were already barely clinging to life when we washed up here, and our bodies succumbed not long after. But because we had eaten a bit of the fruit, our souls remained behind. We're no longer living. We merely exist. Oh yeah? I imagine my two fellow islanders are idling their time away somewhere. If you're so curious, why not go talk to them? As if we need your permission. I'm worried about Gren. Let's go see what we can find out. The whole island is a mystery anyway. Wouldn't hurt to explore it some more.
Let's get him! Yeah!
A Grieger named Miming appears to be dog-tired. I don't know if there really is a way to reverse the Griegerization process, but feel free to try. I certainly won't stop you. Or rather, I can't, given how much stronger you are than Miming.
Eat this! Yeah!
The path's completely blocked. We could probably shatter this thing if we went all out, but it'd still be tough going. This kind of counts as a wall of sorts, right? Yeah, I guess. It's definitely huge enough to pass for one. Oh, I getcha. You want to call him over to help, is that it? Adol and Karja send Hugo back to the ship with a message asking for a certain someone to meet them. Oh, so this is the boulder you guys want me to smash, huh? Not quite the same as a wall, but these fists ain't too picky. Thanks for getting me in on this. Glad we can count on you, Doggy. Of course. Besides, I could use some limbering up every now and again. Wow, you got a real track record for this. My only question is, why'd you bring half the crew with you? When I told them I was going ashore, they insisted on tagging along no matter what I said. Damn it all, how could you just dupe us like that? I'm gonna be okay though, right? Right? Tell me I'm not gonna wake up one morning all blue-haired and gray-skinned. Who knows? I can't say anything for certain. Give me a break. While we're on the subject, none of the fruit from this island has been circulated around Nobelia Gulf, has it? Via, say, pirate or merchant ships, for example? I'm just wondering if we might be slowly turning into Grieger without even knowing it. Don't say that. I'm already a nervous wreck after eating just 2 of them. It reminded me whose fault that was again? Oh, so that's how you're going to be. I don't believe it's ever been distributed outside the island. As a matter of fact, the island was all but non-existent until just recently. Even the occasional ships that did manage to wander their way here had their entire crews turned into Grieger. Well, that's a relief. Or, wait, there's nothing good about that at all. If I may ask, Nana, you'll continue to help Adol and the princess with this, won't you? Gren is very important to all of us, and we want to make sure he'll be okay. That's probably the reason why Adol and Karja decided to spare you. So maybe keep that in mind, yeah? I'm well aware. Nothing but love for Gren with this bunch. Now we gotta make extra sure not to let him down. Alright, first things first. Let's get this path opened up. Give me some space, everybody. Whoa, you're a total beast, Togi. Not half bad, big fella. They don't call me the wall crusher for nothing. So, normally I'd ask to join you in exploring the place, but you can leave the rest of us. Yeah, best we leave you mana users to handle things where the Grieger are involved. Guess the rest of us will head back to the ship then. I'd make sure to give you a piece of my mind and then some. But since you're cooperating with Adol and Karja for the time being, I'll just say keep it up and leave it at that. So be it. Not that I'd go so far as to call it cooperating. Huh? What's the matter? My stomach just started hurting like crazy all of a sudden. We should get back to the ship and have the doc look him over. For sure. We'll see you two later. Good luck with the investigation. Thanks, we've got this. You don't think Gren will actually... Nah, I'm sure he'll be fine, right? It's odd, but something about this feels vaguely nostalgic to me. What do you mean? What, do you mean Gren and them? Yes. I could have sworn I'd forgotten what it was like to be a human. Anyhow, Gren's counting on us to figure out a way to keep him from going Grieger. Let's move on and find those other islanders. Interesting. Some of the bugs are just so super weird. My word, are you humans? What in the world brings you here? That'll explain everything that happened with Nana. Ah, I see. Nana has always been one to strive towards the Trident's orders. Meanwhile, I wasn't even aware we had visitors. Sorry, but we're gonna need your help, actually. Do you know any way to stop someone from turning into a Grieger? Let me see. I can't promise it's relevant, but there was an incident that bothered me once. Just so you're aware, the Trident's underlings come by periodically to collect provisions. See, to the Grieger, the fruit that grows here is both satisfying and rejuvenating. Huh, is that so? Maybe we should burn it all down later. In any case, it's our duty to gather the harvest and present it to them. We may be merely souls now, but we can still materialize with enough concentration. But once, when I was in the middle of gathering, they scolded me, saying not to mix in any bad fruit. What was it that you mixed in, exactly? A golden apple that I picked from a tree on the far side of the island. A golden apple? That's rarer than rare. Quite so, though to be fair, I'd never seen any apple trees on this island before to begin with. I'm sure they must be growing somewhere around here still. Did the apple look spoiled? Honestly, I can't recall one way or another. After all, I'm indifferent about most everything these days. At any rate, it sounds like it could be worth searching for one of those golden apples. If the Grieger hate them so much, they may have the opposite effect from the rest of the fruit on the island. She picked it from a tree on the far end of the island, so that's probably where we ought to head next. Putting that aside, you, the red-haired boy. The sight of you puts me ill at ease for some reason. It almost makes me feel as though I'm frittering my time away. Makes sense. Adol spends every free moment he's got trying to dive into some adventure or other. That brings back old memories, oddly enough. How hectic and driven I was back then. In my efforts to obtain aristocratic levels of outrageous wealth, I founded a trading company and worked tirelessly morning, noon, and night. Then one day, I put to sea, despite knowing it was a reckless move at the time, all in an effort to outdo my competitors. As a result, my ship sank and I found myself stranded here. Now just look at me. I was so frustrated at first, knowing I'd never be able to finish my life's work, but over time I simply stopped caring. Everyone on this island seems kind of out of it in one way or another. Well, we asked and she answered. Let's look for the other person now. It's been 50, maybe even 80 years since I drifted through this island. There haven't been any more wannabe Grieger like us since though. All the others seem to have all the others seem to have turned completely in both body and soul.
Seems we got fish in the water. Something's off. Might want to mana sense around. Hup! Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
I wonder what you'll catch.
Got it right! Here we go.
That's the way. I'll help out.
Come here, you! You put up quite a fight.
All that for a sardine.
The suspense is killing me.
Got it right!
That's the way.
Here we go.
I'll help out. That's the way.
Ooh, boy, what a fighter, huh?
Come here, you! You put up quite a fight.
Mudwells.
The suspense is killing me.
Got it right!
I'll help out. That's the way.
Here we go.
That's the way.
Come here, you! You put up quite a fight.
Blue City.
Yeah! Yeah! Hup! Hup! Yeah! 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 Hup! Hup!
Switch. Yeah! Hup.
Switch! Yeah!
Wow, it's you people. I was watching from a distance, so I already know the stitch. Or I already know the sitch. You're the ones Nana took for a ride, right? Not too pleased to hear you put it that way, but if you're all caught up, then we can cut to the chase. You know how to stop someone from becoming a Grieger? Well, let me think. Don't know if it's related or not, but I'm familiar with a rather unusual phenomenon. You see, I've been watching the weather around these parts for nearly 100 years straight now. What? You spent all that time just staring at the sky? Sure, there's nothing else to do, nor anything I wanted to do, so what the hey? It's not as if we'd ever be able to leave this island anyway. Seems like an odd choice, even for being stranded here. I wouldn't expect you living folk to understand. Everything seems to matter so little once all the hardships and rigors are gone. Well, whatever. Back to what you were going to tell us. Right. On the night of the typhoon, we saw a giant tree struck by lightning and turned back into normal for an instant. Reckon it was on the far end of the island over a high cliff top. The energy took it back over just a few minutes, but I recall thinking it was pretty extraordinary. Lightning, huh? Natural energy like that is also present in mana. Maybe there's a connection? Not sure about the boy, but you're a Norman, ain't you, lass? Seeing the flames of ambition in your eyes really takes me back for some reason. Hannah said something similar. Actually, now that I get a look at your getup, are you a pirate? I was. Haven't been out to sea for over a century now, though. Looking back, this might even be my punishment for betraying my loyal crewmates and scampering off on my own. That's how I ended up carried away by the ocean and washed ashore to this island. I managed to survive off the fruit, but eventually the injuries I got while adrift must have taken their toll. And now, nothing's left of me but my immortal soul. Existing forever with no real purpose sure grows dull. I'm getting depressed just listening to this guy. Guess our next move is to head to the far side of the island for now. Being a greeter ain't so bad, you know. We can't die of starvation and our wounds heal up in a flash. But life as regular humans is just one struggle after another. You folks just eat some fruit and join us on Easy Street already.
Pretty sure something's around here.
Yeah, dark lump. Usually you want to see a doctor about that. And here's a gigantic boulder number 2. I can feel wind blowing through the gaps. Could be that there's a cave past here. Destroying this boulder should open up more of the island to explore. But this one looks a lot hardier than the last. Seems like it could be a real struggle to bust through. Do you want to try asking Dogi again? No telling if he can actually break it or not, though. Adol and Karja sent word to Dogi by way of Hugel. Let's have a look-see. This is pretty solid. Looks like it must have fallen from the subsoil up above. It's way sturdier and thicker than the one from earlier. So sorry, but I don't think I can smash this thing for you. I was afraid you'd say that. But a guy like you can do the impossible, right? Appreciate that you think so highly of me, but how's about we look for another way to deal with this? This is where you were. Did you already meet with the others? We did. They gave us a few leads. Then the stupid boulder decided to cut us off. Now we're stuck with no way to move on. I see. I suppose you've no choice but to give up then. Giving up just isn't my style. You do realize that what you seek might not be on the other side, don't you? You truly are something. Nothing at all like the rest of us. Actually, I do have one suggestion to offer. We may be able to demolish this boulder with Miming's help. Miming? You mean your pet Grieger? Yes, his battles against the two of you has him tuckered out. But I fed him plenty of fruit, so he should be feeling better soon. Wow, surprised he can bounce back from a beating like that so quickly. So you're saying we can leave this one to you? Yes. After all, you don't seem willing to let this stop you. Well then, I'll go check on Miming. You wait here. Will do. Sounds like that's settled. Guess I'll head back to the ship then. Wait, she said. For how long? At this point, I would have rather we just gone with her. Oh, there you are. Miming is getting back to his old self little by little. I believe he can help you break this boulder now. Let's get right to it then. Aye, time to make pebbles out of this thing. Alright, Miming, whenever you're ready. Miming charged headfirst into the giant boulder. Hey, that did the trick. Now I can finally press on. If I recall, the inside of this cave is fairly expansive, but there should be an exit if you make your way upward. Aiming for that might be your best bet. We'll keep that in mind. I really don't have the right to say this, but for whatever reason, I want to see all your efforts be rewarded. Kind words, but you already fooled us once, so I've got no intention on trusting you twice. I understand. What the? Now you're really throwing me off. Anyway, come on, let's see what's up ahead, brother. Even we don't go past this point very often. There's no telling what state it's in right now. What I'm trying to say is, be careful, alright? Beaming appears to be bursting with energy. It was weird saying this to a Grieger, but you really helped us out. Into the cave. What's out here? Vitality elixir. Elixir that draws out a human's latent vigor.
That's the stuff.
Oh.
Seems we got fish in the water.
Aryan amulet. Attack evasion plus 0.4. Heavy inflicted by foes minus 40%.
Oh, lucky me! Yeah. Pretty sure something's around here. Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
This is gonna be good stuff out there?
The suspense is killing me.
Oh, whoops. Looks like the fish were coming for it. That's funny.
Come on. Here we go.
That's the way. I'll help out.
Here we go. Come here, you! Ah, pretty big, this one.
Another Sadie. Do we have any large fish in here?
All right. Come on.
That's the way. I'll help out.
Come here, you! Seems about right.
Another mud well.
Come at me!
Let's go! How's that? Go time, Karja! How's that? What's this? Monosense might come in handy here. Found something! Mana! How's that? How's that?
Right at the beginning. Whoops.
Oh? Seems we got fish in the water. Something's here.
Not done yet! helps. Watch the attack!
Nice try!
Fire in the hole! How's that? Fire in the hole! Switch! Look, there's a treasure chest. How's that?
Panacea.
How's that? Nice no chance! How's that? How's that? Mana, to me!
Pathetic! All right, treasure!
Silver cheese. Wow, now there's a fine tree. Kind of strange to see one growing in a place like this. Doesn't look like an apple tree though.
Yeah.
Aye, not that we actually know what kind it is. That guy said the tree lost its Grieger energy for a short while after the lightning struck, yeah? Let's give it a closer look with our mana. I'm sensing Grieger energy from this tree. Did we pick the wrong one? Working real hard, ain't we? Proper crewmates you are, looking out for your pal like that. That voice. Oh, the whole gang's here. Have you come up with any other leads since we last spoke? No, no real luck, sad to say. We thought this might have been the tree with the golden apples, but I guess our hunch was off. Now where have I seen this tree before? Adol notices some letters carved lightly into the trunk of the tree. While the message is a little hard to make out, it appears to say, "With prayers for my family." What's this? Looks like a note someone left behind. I think that might have been my doing. That is to say, back when I was still human. I'd completely forgotten. But what made you write it here, of all places? Let me see. If I recall correctly, it was because I had buried something important beneath this tree. A memento of my family, a charm with runes engraved into it for good luck. How could this have slipped my mind for so long? That's what happened during your human days. The era I lived in was plagued with natural disasters. Everyone was desperate to rebuild their lives, but piracy was becoming more rampant at the same time. One day, a band of pirates raided our settlement and began plundering everything we had. My family said they wanted me to survive, if nothing else, so they risked their lives to ensure my escape. But the little boat that Mimi and myself were on was capsized. When it came to, we had washed upon this shore. That's so. As a former pirate, you've got my condolences. So why did you bury the charm? I didn't have a choice. The charm had a mana-like quality to it, one the Grieger were not too fond of. So I decided the least I could do was bury it somewhere with a pleasant view. But now I'm neither human nor Grieger. All I do is follow orders from the Trident. I'm sure this wasn't what my family would have wanted for me. Thank you, Mimi. Grieger or not, I guess we're still human at first. Anyway, we search every melee of this island now. And yet, still don't have any leads on how to save Gren. Now what? Hey, Adol, your pocket's glowing. Adol pulls out the Lila shell. Adol, where are you now? Something in your vicinity. It's a familiar aura. Familiar aura? The only thing near us is the tree, though. Suspect that tree, capable of housing mana. Given the right trigger, power imbued into it should manifest. And we can use it to cure Gren. Yeah, about time we found a lead. Only thing is, the lightning I saw is what triggered it before, eh? Which means we're going to have to wait for the next thunderstorm. Actually, my power will suffice. It's stead. It should take until nightfall to prepare. Although a poison to Grieger may still be hope for former humans. Possible to break curse binding your souls to this island and restore your humanity. Restore our humanity? Well, there's a shock. I haven't even considered the notion of being human again.
Yeah.
If you're up for it, we don't mind lending a hand. Our share of the crop's going to be top priority, but we do owe you for all your help so far. Becoming human again would mean giving up our Grieger bodies, huh? Still, with our souls loose, we'd be able to leave this island, or even make it to the afterlife. Didn't she liken it to a poison for the Grieger, though? I don't particularly enjoy the thought of having to suffer. This will set you free. Set me free? I'm not sure what to make of that. After all, I'd never felt unsatisfied with this life. This conversation we're having right now feels no different from talking to your average person. So even if your bodies are Grieger, I think your hearts are still human. So instead of spending each and every day zoning out on this island like you're already dead, why not try to live a life you can be proud of? That's a real Norman way of looking at things. Not that I disagree, mind. But even so, it isn't a choice we can make right on the spot. Fair enough. It'll be up to you in the end. We'll give you until we come to collect the apples to decide. Alright, Adol, let's head back to the ship and get the guys up to speed. You think I'll make it? I'm not gonna turn, am I? My stomach hasn't stopped twisting, and I've got this crawling feeling all over my body. Like I said, you'll be fine. Now quit worrying yourself sicker, will ya? Just have some faith in those two and sit tight. Adol, Karja, you're back. How'd the investigation go? Good news. We learned a lot, actually. Adol summarized what Lila had told them. Special golden apples? And you're going to get them for me? Oh, nice work out there, guys. All the stuff now is to actually pick the things, huh? Yep. Still, it's going to take a while to prepare, possibly even until tonight. The tides around this part of the sea tend to shift at night. So why don't you guys disembark while it's light out and wait for to get dark on land? Yeah, that actually may be the safest way to go. I'm counting on you two. Save me before I start going all Grieger. Do we actually have to wait and come back? That seems kind of weird. Or we have to wait till nightfall?
I'll keep the ship's hold spick and span.
Time for a little break.
What can I do for you? There. Oh, any other don't push.
Let's set sail. Speed it up.
Fish something up.
Well, isn't this nice?
Okay, we can...
Hang on to your hats! Reduced to
Another
scrounging like this.
unknown spot down there. Looks like a ship.
We should be exiting Sonilia Basin shortly.
I sure hope we don't have any more incidents.
I'm with you there. But traveling has a way of
The vessel
not going as
is
planned.
anchored on the sea.
Starting to
Seems
catch on, I see.
kind of strange for a merchant
Steel
ship.
yourselves for whatever comes next.
Yeah, when haven't I run into something strange in this game?
Come what may, I must keep a level head.
Nice. You've been tricked. How do you like that? Fire! Oh, we're in a fix.
Oh, jeez.
There! We're still in the game! Suck on this!
No! Behold!
Oh, it has a shield. Well, that's troublesome.
On its way! Hit confirmed!
Fire the cannons!
Nice!
We're in a bad way.
Turn 'em to flotsam!
How do you like that?
Yeah, these guys are kicking my butt.
Emergency maintenance complete.
Fire! Shields up!
Do-do-do-do.
Emergency maintenance complete.
Careful not to crash.
Shields up! Not good, not good!
Eat this! All fixed up.
Well, it doesn't seem entirely useless.
That'll warp me to the next area if I go there. I can't just go over there. It's kind of a bummer that they can just leave the area of the map. You can't pursue them.
Blast 'em! Now! Suck on this! Almost hit us there. Clear the way!
See how you fancy this?
All protect us!
Fire!
Brace for impact!
Heat confirmed.
Just feel that wind.
So glitch it!
Close shave there.
Jeez, he just do so much more damage than me.
Fire the cannons!
Bullseye!
Even with my shield, I'm having a hard time.
We're just getting started! We're zooming along!
Spot on!
Winds, give me strength!
Fire!
Got him!
Blast 'em!
Brace for impact!
Fire the cannons!
Shields up!
Now!
Winds, give me strength!
Now!
All protect us!
On the way! Emergency maintenance complete.
Okay, let's pick up the pace!
All right.
Don't go there. Oh.
Back on your feet, crew! Come get some! Chew on this!
Now!
Bombs away!
Fire!
Fire!
Fire the cannons!
Hit landed.
Yikes! Close shave there. Fire!
Go, go, go! Spot on!
Shields up!
What a pleasant breeze.
Secret weapon, go! Get wrecked! Full speed ahead! How do you like that?
This is kind of fun.
I'll protect us!
Take the shot!
Fire! This'll clinch it!
Just feel that wind.
Eat it, you bill-sucking wretches!
Huh? You picking a fight with me? Blast him! Get
Jeez. It's quite the battle. Sails that blend in with nighttime seas.
Live to fight another day and all that.
Well, that isn't helping us, these guys.
Just gotta bust a path through.
Drop anchor! We're going ashore!
Been nigh on a century since I got this much exercise. I suppose that means Miming wins this round as well. What are they doing? Oh, welcome you two. Gnoli and Granny Neri were playing with Miming. Huh? Didn't you tell us that all you do is stare at the sky every day just a bit ago? What can I say? Something came over me and now I can't keep still. May not look it, but I had the fastest legs on my pirate ship back when I was human. I've been feeling rather spry myself. I got to remembering how it felt to work around the clock managing a trading company. And it made me realize how much time I'm wasting here. So, sounds like you're becoming more human. Oh, you could be right about that. Speaking of which, are you two here about that earlier matter?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were thinking of standing by here until we go apple picking tonight. I see. So, have you decided what you'll do? Those golden apples can turn a Grieger back into a human, right? Can't say I ain't curious. But after all this time, the thought of no longer being undying anymore spooks me. Very true. Our once infinite time would become limited. And what about you? I've given it a lot of thought. Continuing life as a Grieger is beginning to feel wrong to me. I've only just come to this realization, though, so I'd like more time to sort it out. Putting it on hold again, eh? I suppose it's fine. Your friend's name was Gren, yes? It's a bit late to be saying this, but I'm praying that he, at least, does not become a Grieger. Me too. It'll depend on how many we manage to harvest. But I guess we're obligated to set aside some apples for these guys too. So, should we just wait here until night falls? Yeah, let's wait.
Let's give it a go.
Alright, that settles things. I'll give Lila the signal. Oh, then would you mind playing with Miming in the meantime? None of us are able to go all out entertaining him, so he's always left to amuse himself. Well, we got plenty of time, so why not? Thank you. Yeah, you'll be run down to the bone before you know it. I'll just be watching from a reasonable distance. Miming, bursting at the seams with energy, began to run around the island. Adol and Karja then chased after him in a frantic game of tag. Who can stay sane after going back and forth across this island so many times? What'd I tell you? Playdays with Miming are backbreaking work. We appreciate it, you two. This might be the first time I've seen him so satisfied. And in the meanwhile, night fell before we even knew it. Oh, looks like Lila's ready too. About time we climbed through the cave and got to that tree then. A raven's flying this way. A Grieger ship is approaching Fooling Island. Should we intercept? Requesting orders. Oh dear, a Grieger ship? Probably here to pick some more fruit, I'd wager. Why now, of all times? What will you two do? We can't return to the Sandras. Right. Get into a scrap here and we'll risk tipping them off about the tree. Adol and I will stay on the island while the Sandras keeps its distance and scouts things out. I'll go ahead and write our response now. It's incredible how quickly you two can assess the situation. This is nothing, really. At any rate, if they're sailing this way, then you two need to hurry. Yeah. But even so, it'd be best to figure out who we're in for. Let's hide in the shadows for now, Adol. Thanks for the welcome, wannabes. You know why we're here, right? We worked as swiftly as we could readying these for you. Please take them. Ah, how very considerate of you. Drool, the fruit here is mighty scrumptious. I can't wait to dig in. Hee, your preparedness is appreciated. Now for our second order of business. My messenger tells me that he sensed the meddling presence of mana on this island. That ring any bells to you folks? Nope, not in the least. It's difficult to say. I've been awfully forgetful lately. That's the whole truth, and nothing but, right? I'm warning you, wannabes. Anyone who disobeys orders or spouts lies will be stripped of their selfhood and made into my slave. Keep that firmly in mind as you answer my questions. Well, naturally we're aware of that. Isn't that right? Aye, of course. I have something of note. Miming picked up a strange relic the other day. Do you remember where it was buried? We shall take you there. You should have mentioned that earlier. We have to look into it pronto. We'll take care of things here. You two should hurry over to the tree. Looks like they bought us some time. Let's head over now while we can, brother. To the tree beyond the cave. I was about to say, is this one big cinema? I mean, that was going on for a while. Alright, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching East 10 Nordics running on PC. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.